So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and tonight we're going to talk about a band from Pennsylvania called One Step Closer, and the album is called All You Embrace. And this is the band's second album. Their first album was released in 2021, and I remember I did listen to it, but I didn't pay as much attention to it as I should have. But now for this second release, I really listened to it, and they're described as melodic hardcore. And hardcore in the past used to be, like hardcore had like it had to be hardcore. It couldn't like blend different elements. But then you have a band like Turnstile and Code Orange that flip that over and have done experimentation. So One Step Closer mixes melodic hardcore with alternative, sometimes like grungy elements, and emo. And they mix all those elements very well to have a cohesive sound. And this is 11 tracks, 32 minutes in length. So this album is quite enjoyable, and it's an album that you can put on repeat because it's so short. But what I like about One Step Closer is that they mix all these elements sometimes in the song seamlessly, and they don't seem out of place. There's some great tracks on this record. For example, like one of the singles, Blur My Memory, I just thought that one was great. I love the crunchy guitars. I like the melody, and I like also the screaming that they do, but it's a screaming that it's never like, it's always accessible in a way. And then you have tracks like Your Hazel Tree, that it's faster in nature. You have songs like Slow Let Go, S-Rock. Another of the singles that I think really stood out for me was Giant Despair. And Giant Despair has like this like grungy element to the track that really works well. Another great guitar for it. And there's even a track called Topanga. And yes, I know if you grew up in the 90s, you probably see Boy Meets World and had a crush with Topanga. Myself, I'm more of a Kelly Kapowski, Saved by the Bell type of guy. But yeah, everyone knows Topanga. And I think what this album really has in spades is catchy choruses all the way through in every track. And there's some great tracks that, like Leap Years is another track that is like really good and hooky. The album begins with a song like Color You. And that one sometimes gets a little bit more aggressive, but the hookiness of the vocals and the choruses are always there. They're not afraid also to be softer on a song like So Far From Me that ends the album, and it starts more with acoustic guitars, and it takes a little bit time to build, but then it gets a little bit faster. But yeah, this is a band that really feels comfortable with melodic hardcore. And what I like about melodic hardcore is that it can be more accessible and fun, because sometimes like straight up hardcore can be so so aggressive sometimes. This isn't Madball by any stretch of the means. I think they have more of a sound that is more like the emo alternative that I would say like hardcore, at least to my ears. I didn't think that this album had any filler tracks. I enjoyed every track from the album. The flow of the album is quite nice. I think that every song goes into another seamlessly, and at 32 minutes it does not overstay its welcome, because sometimes if you want to have like a melodic album like this, I think if it's too long it can get tedious or it could get repetitive, but I think this is just the perfect length. The production on it sounds really cool. It has a lot of like pop punk to it sometimes in some of the like the melodies to me sounded a little bit like pop punk, and the style of the production. The vocals are great all the way through. I like the harsher vocals and the cleaner vocals, and it's got a great sing along. Like this is the type of songs that you can sing to them when you're in the car and get you in a good mood. And also this is like a skateboard music. Like I could see this in a Tony Hawk video game and it wouldn't be out of place. So All You Embrace by One Step Closer is a quite enjoyable record. Are they doing something like truly different that hasn't been done before? No, but I think that the way they mix all these styles, they do it pretty well. And they do it in a way that it doesn't seem like they're copy pasting from other bands. So I would want to see what One Step Closer do on a third release, if they keep expanding their sound, or if they hone more on that sound and maybe make like something that could make them stand out from some of the other bands that play this style of music. So I want to know from you guys, what do you think of One Step Closer, All You Embrace? What are your favorite tracks from it? Comment down below and let me know what you think of this record. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to give me a like. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourselves. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.